Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would like to speak to a manager this time. Because the first time I came here, I didn't speak to a manager. This is ridiculous. The problem is that I picked up food that says it doesn't expire until 2019, and it's rotten. And this is the second one already. Now, if this is the type of product that you put out for people that come here to buy, this is ridiculous. I feel like I have to warn everybody about your food. And this is the second box already. This is why I asked the first time to speak to a manager, because that's unacceptable by any standards.
Yes, sir. I was stressing over there. That's how you talk to people.
Yeah, that's how I talk to people. Because the first time I came here, I asked for a manager, and your register person.
Why are you so loud?
I'm gonna explain to you why I'm being loud right now. Because the fact that some of your register people are unprofessional, they walk up to me and ask me what's my problem. And even with that being said, I was still calm with that person. That's why the first time I asked for a manager, because that's unacceptable right there. Something that like that leads me to believe that one, either the dates are being changed, or two, it's being mishandled in the back, letting it sit out there, and then being put in the freezer.
Probably came in like that. That could be another reason as well.
That can also be an option, but the fact that this is not the first time this has happened.
I have no problem refunding money, but my suggestion to you is when you buy that item, you can open the box and check. I don't have
But why should I have to do that? There's a certain degree of when you're out here as a consumer, you shouldn't have to worry about those things. Because now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed that I had to come back a second time for this.
All right.
I shouldn't have to buy before buying something, open it up to make sure that it's right.
All right, I'm gonna read. You have your receipt card? Give me a second. I'm about to. Watch it. I'll be right here.
And the fact that this is the only supermarket that we can go to, that makes it even harder for me to deal with.
I appreciate that voice. That's something. I appreciate that one.
This is ridiculous. This is not the first time I had to deal with something like this.
You see me doing something, right? Thank you.
And the fact of the matter that my wife still wants me to buy stuff from here, that is ridiculous. When people walk into an establishment, they expect a certain amount of professionalism when it comes to the employees of the establishment.
You can swipe your card. Make sure it says $4.99 refunding back to your card.
Refund $4.99, yes.
We're close to it. That's good. Yeah. This is refunded back. This is refunded back to the card. I'm gonna walk to the department and open up as much as I can, because like I said, that item comes in and it comes in from the warehouse and we automatically pack it on the shelf. That's not an item that we store. We never store towel items. That comes in from a separate company. But
No, I mean, when I said what I said, I said that's what I have to interpret by dealing with something like this, because I'm not aware of what your warehouse standards are. You know what I'm saying? So I have to automatically assume that there's issues going on here, because again, this is not the first time that it's happened here, nor is it the first time that it happened at any Western beef that I've dealt with in the past. So it just seems like the way these owners operate is that they don't give two shits about what product is on the shelf as long as customers come in and buy it.
Yeah, but like I said, I have nothing. I can't.
No, and I
control
understand that, and I apologize for taking it out on you. Unfortunately, you being the manager, this is what you have to deal with. So you have to understand why you have a customer irate in front of you. Because one, I'm dealing with unprofessional cashiers, and then two, I got to come back twice for a product that says it expires in 2019, and you open it up and it's rotten to the core.
I definitely understand that. But this is your actual receipt to let you know that I went back to your card. And I don't even know if I have. This is. I'll just have to walk that department and I'll figure out. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it just, like I said, it looked funny because now there's only like 3 or 4 boxes on the shelf where that item is at. So it just looks like somebody's aware of that they're rotting and they're just trying to get rid of whatever's left. Again, that's the assumption that I have to take. I'm not sure what your procedures are in storing and shelving and stuff like that. But there's times that I come here shopping and there's stuff that's months out of date on the thing, and you could tell that it's been put to the way when you stock something, you put the new stuff to the back and the old stuff to the front so it can be purchased, but they're not checking the dates. So I would, as a suggestion to you, at a meeting, I don't know how your policy is, if you guys do have meetings, to let your guys know, remind them to check dates. Don't just reshuffle stuff on the shelf. Somebody comes and buy, because you're dealing with a lot of disabled people in this area, blind people in this area. What if somebody blind would have opened that up and ate it and got sick? That's a lawsuit.
Like I said, I have no control over
No, I understand that. But these are issues that you need to bring up to the higher ups and to your personnel.
Well, like
because they're responsible first and foremost for putting the stuff on the shelf. In this matter, there was no way it could be seen because the expiration date was for 2019.
Yeah,
so that I can understand. But like I said, there's been times I've come in here and I've taken stuff off the shelf, and thank God that I am the person to check dates. And I look, and they're months old.
Anytime that issue to bring it back, we refund you. And we
But see, that's the issue that I have. Why should I do that when you have people who get paid to do that? Now, if you pay me to do that, I don't have a problem with that. But that's why you have workers here.
I'm trying to explain to you what's the procedure that we take.
And I explained to you that I understand that.
I'm not.
But that's not my job. My job is to come here and shop. That's my job. Your job and your employees' job is to make sure that the product on the shelf is edible and in date.
I'm gonna give you a number to call.
I was gonna ask for corporate anyway, because that's what I need to deal with right now.
It's bigger than me, and
It's definitely bigger than you. Because this is not me. I'm not one to make a show for everything, but the fact that I had to come back a second time, that's why I should have been allowed to speak to a manager the first time I was here.
you took a picture of the molded.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. I made sure of that.
Yeah, they're gonna ask you.
I should have took a picture of the first one too.
Well, one is enough. That's me. I guess you can speak to. Yeah, just call and speak to a consumer fair or not consumer fair.
And I'm sorry, your name is Ivan, right? Thank you, Ivan.
No problem. No problem. I understand the frustration.
And
but
again,
yeah,
it wasn't meant to you personally. It's just you have to also understand that customers get frustrated because one, they got to deal with unprofessionalism, and then two, we got to worry about products now.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. Excuse me. You see, people, that's how you deal with places like this, who only want your money, don't give a shit about the product that they sell.